I don't know. I don't know where Dylan is. I assume he went AFK.
I am back as well.
Oh, okay.
All right. This is so weird. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just
So,
wanted to-
I mean, in terms of what Ludwig would want to do, he'd want to keep Everest around, but, like,
Mhm.
as out of character. Totally get if you guys want to kill him. Like, I understand it. It would be more of, like, a get information about the past and stuff that he might have, but he's not a trustworthy dude.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, as long as Solace has his head, it's not impossible to get answers from him. As long as he can talk.
That's also fair.
The Baba
So, like,
knows how to
not
extract
even
information
that,
from
but,
heads.
like, next level, I'll be able to learn the spell myself. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not concerned, really.
On a thing to think about though is it seems that the public here likes their public executions. It is a thing you could do is I am the emperor. Hey, I caught this bad killer dude. Look at how cool I am. Chippity choppity.
Do you guys kind of remind me?
Because that's what happened to
What?
the salamander dude.
Yeah. Yeah. What have I told you about what Aberys is trying to do?
Nothing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it is not clear at all
You
what
have
his
not told
motivation
us-
is.
Anything. And I'm like,
I don't think I've told you nothing.
I feel like I would remember things pertaining to this character in specific because I find him very aggravating.
I should have just gone. I don't know.
I think you went a little deep twitch on me, and like you definitely told us stuff, but I was not connecting it to him.
So maybe, like-
does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Maybe before we fade back in on the party. Maybe we start with a flashback to the conversation that Eve almost witnessed. And I'm gonna... God, what the... I updated my stream deck and just literally nothing is working now. Very
That
annoying.
broke.
Yeah. Does Cool Joker at least work?
Cool!
It does.
Looking cool,
no.
Joker!
But the stream marker and stuff doesn't. So that's annoying. Ooh. That's an interesting button. Stream marker. Okay. This will kind of be the end of break. Maybe, yeah, I'll go back to this scene. Wait, is Connor back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
that
I
was
guess, like,
Dylan's
maybe-
stream, not Forge.
See,
Yeah.
didn't only happen to me.
So maybe we'll go back to the conversation, just so at least the players know. The conversation that I almost put in the opening that Eve almost witnessed. So, yeah, just like we see again, like Eve in the window. Camera turns towards the two sitting at the bar in this dark, abandoned tavern. And kind of like zooms in, like jumps into them, and it's Brass saying, "Our gracious new emperor has made a deal with me, Aberys. Your head for the throne." And that's like about the time when Aberys like turns over, jaw set. Again, we see it kind of from Eve's view. And Brass keeps going. It's like, what you worked for all this time, and I could have it that easily. And Aberys kind of slowly turns forward again. And says, "So what? I am to simply surrender my head to you, then? On a platter, just should I place my head on this bar and let you take a swing?" And Brass, like, kind of see him reaching for his axe. He's like, not asking you for anything but to sit still, Abris. And, like, then I think the next thing we see is, like, the outside view. Several, like, several minutes later, suddenly, like, the wall getting blown out and Brass, like, tumbling kind of from the building. Like, bloodied, real... We'll say he's pretty low HP. There's, like, some wounds that maybe we didn't see before after he got grabbed by the hand of just, like, armor, like, impacted by, like, hydraulic push or something. And, like, kind of a singed, like, burn marks on his arms, like, singed hair. And Avarice kind of, like, stepping out. And, like, just... the camera angle is low, and we see, like, Blevin starting to fly over one of the buildings, right? And we see Avarice saying, like... Ignorant child, you cannot bring about the world that I want on your own. Cannot. You wouldn't know how to begin to awaken them. And that's when Blevin comes down, and that's when the hand grabs Brass. So.
Mickey, my bobbies.
And then we will kind of fade back to the party. Well, the wrestling match between Sonus and Avarice. So, just to catch back up to where we are. So yeah.
The thing is like, I don't know if Solus could actually stop Sonus from doing something he wanted to do.
Sure.
Not actually.
Especially if it's something that Solus kind of wants him to do.
Yeah, like the thing is like Solus wouldn't be like, don't hurt him. Solus would be like, hurt him a lot of it. You know what I mean?
Non-lethal only, baby. Okay, maybe a little lethal, but that last little bit.
So, like, in reality, I don't think I would stop Sonus from doing something like what he's suggesting.
Okay.
Though I do think that, like, suplexing him is a much bigger power move than breaking his knees.
So the goal would be to suplex him, and in the process, his knees would break.
So, I don't have the mechanics for breaking kneecaps in Pathfinder.
That's probably in that new thing that's coming out.
It's,
Yeah.
Knee breaking suplexes is actually a feat.
You can't just do it normally. That'd be way overpowered.
I was gonna ask something.
But
Are
like,
there any ties that Sonus would know of him being thrown in prison and Aberys came?
Wait, what?
well, we know, like, don't
Oh.
we know that Aberys was part of the reason why you were framed?
Yeah, I think that's how you were framed. It was like Aberys was the tool.
Yeah, like, Calvin said, I don't know, ask the wizard.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aberys, get out of there, buddy. The killer's in the house.
Yeah, so honestly, I think Sonus he didn't say anything about it. Like, but I think he probably was a little bit upset that Eve just offed Calvin.
Yeah.
And so I think Sonus would probably be pretty pissed at Aberys too.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just gonna suplex him like into the ground.
Very well.
Like or like Batista bomb him into the ground.
Okay. So we can just. What's the goal?
Hurt him a lot. Don't kill him, but like maybe break his legs.
We can. Okay.
If
You
it,
are
if it
fixated, and I kind of love it, but also.
if it adds interesting flavor text.
It's concerning at a level.
Yeah, like I'm a little concerned, but also I understand how people feel about me taking heads now. Like I'm a little uncomfortable. I'm very
Yeah,
sorry.
it's always the quiet ones.
I will.
Well, I think so. So Sonus normally is not like big on
Well,
killing.
no, this is no. Like the thing is like this is revenge, and that's fine. Like you don't have to explain. Like everybody knows.
No, so I think like just for some flavor text, I'm gonna say that like Sonus had to put up with a lot of this type of thing in prison when he first was in there, like getting into fights, literally getting bashed into the ground, and he's like, yeah, if I had to put up with this, then then someone who's responsible will also have to understand how it feels.
Okay. So.
Although I will say,
I'm gonna-
suplexing somebody from their legs is nearly impossible.
So what Sonus would do is, well, no, so like you would pick him up, and then just like
I'm going to say that you can, like, just make an athletics check. What's your athletics check bonus?
plus 14.
Okay.
Can I also, while I'm on the ground, cast enlarge?
You can. Yes, you've got some time, so you can like spend spend a turn enlarging yourself.
Oh god, he's gonna see it coming. That makes it so much worse.
He's
Just a
chilled out.
second.
Is it even worth it? It only gives me a +2 bonus to melee damage.
No, then if it doesn't give you a bonus to athletics check,
Is there anything that I have?
like I'm just if you get like above like a 27, then you knock him out, and you knock him out by doing enough like non-lethal damage. Like
Okay.
you're non-lethal coup de grace him via breaking legs. Okay.
Okay.
I will say that there's like a really, like so. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine.
So like Sonus is more so just trying to inflict pain on this guy and like hurt him
Yes.
to just disable him.
Mm-hmm.
So
If you want.
that was
Nope. Oh.
trash roll.
Yeah. It really was. Truly was.
You also have a hero point.
No, I use that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
also
never
true.
mind.
I don't wanna. Like, you can just. Before the
Like
guards
it-
get here, you have enough time to just beat him up until he's unconscious from non-lethal damage. And like,
Yeah,
if you
sounds
want
good.
to, as part of that, break his legs, that's fine.
Yeah,
don't have to-
yeah.
I think
And it's probably a little upsetting to watch. It's probably a little upsetting to watch because, like, he is not allowed to take hostile actions. So, like, he just kind of tries to scramble away once this starts.
I have never been so glad I'm over by brass still.
Yeah.
Yeah, this pinky's
okay.
a tricky one to get through.
But then, yeah, we're
I-
just gonna skip all the details of it and just say that.
I'm going to say Sonus probably doesn't like. I think Sonus would maybe try and like slam him into the ground,
Yeah.
and he does it, but it doesn't like it's not what he wanted to happen.
Yeah.
So he just goes for like a few punches to the face.
Right,
More
so,
to
like-
make.
When you realize when he like he wails enough that you don't get to get the accurate suplex, and then he kind of like panics and tries to get away, and then you just like sit on him, and you like deck him in the nose and he passes out. How was that?
That works.
Okay. I will also point out that he's a wizard, and there's some pretty easy ways to cripple a wizard's future spellcasting. As there's a book of some import, like hanging off his hip.
Well, yeah. The thing is like,
He's still.
Sonus,
Sorry.
can I take that?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that like
also-
as he was being beat to death, I was gonna take
Wait,
it, but that's fine.
Is he a? From what I could tell, does he? God, this is kind of terrifying even to think of.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's terrifying you, huh?
Yeah, is he a verbal spellcaster mainly?
Oh my god. Like, I don't know, you can go through his book and see he's probably got plenty of like verbal and like somatic, like there's a mix, you know?
But like the thing is like the book it like very clearly denotes that he's a wizard, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And like, if you take the book away or whatever, he's got all the spells he has prepared that he hasn't used, but he can't re-prepare more.
Okay.
And I would like to not get into tongue-ripping, cutting territory, all right? Or anything like that.
no, I'm a little on the, you know,
If you want,
we need to
find
move from this point.
Yeah, no,
probably
like, we need to move on.
Probably there are some specialized face shackles that make it real fucking hard to talk, right? So
Yeah, the guards would probably even have those.
yeah, they are not unused to you dealing with spellcasters. So
I was just asking.
I know, I'm just saying. I'm gonna like put a little X in front of that. All right. Right. Duct tape will do it. Close that duct. Seal it. Anyway. Oh. Was it connection to? All right, it's fine.
It's okay. We don't need it for this right now. So
Yeah, true. So anyway,
I have the
Aberrus
staff,
is
I have the
helpless.
book.
He's
I
knocked
have
out.
2 perks.
Yeah,
I am the cop god of Eden.
right. Brask is Ludwig, you have successfully freed Brask.
Oh, there you go, buddy. You alright?
I think, yeah, I think he staggers a little as he's getting out. Like, probably like the fingers of this sand hand have like melted. He, like pushes off the like dissolving thumb and stands up and sways a little. Like I said, he's kind of fucked up. Like the front of his leather armor is like impacted and like there's like kind of some purple marks like around it. He's
If
like
you
singed.
sit still, I can help you out a little bit. You're looking a little rough.
I think he kind of like, yeah, he almost stumbles to one knee and then kind of like, go ahead and make a diplomacy check, actually.
Sure. I don't know why I see it. I'm blind. There it is.
You know.
This
And
entire
I'm
episode
gonna let it ride.
brought to you by the 10. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, so like you probably come up, you know, you're within grab range or whatever when you say that. He like kind of falls to one knee and then he kind of like pushes you back a little and stands back up. He's like, I've already been disgraced enough today. I don't need your help. And I'll like walk over to his axe.
Oh, calm down. You're fine. You haven't been disgraced at all. It's all in your head. All of this is all just in your head. People love you. Why do you need to be such a big guy? Just let someone help you for once.
That's good. I want to let you make another diplomacy check.
Make another diplomacy check, Ludwig.
Sure.
I'll take it.
We'll say that bot a reroll for the diplomacy. Oh.
I'll hero point it. I want this diplomacy to work. Let me heal you.
Dang. Yeah, I think maybe he like stumbles again as you're saying that. And I think he just shouts in like frustration, and he just, before he gives in to what you're saying, he like reels back with one hand and just like slams the cobblestone a few times, just and you know, just catches his breath, shakes his head.
Ludwig will let it out and just be getting his stuff around.
He'll like spit some blood onto the ground, and then he'll like turn, kind of like collapse, sitting back like against the wall, the remaining walls of this tavern, and after a moment he'll like just nod, like not even looking at you, he just nods.
All right, that's a good step. And then he'll do the healing stuff. I don't know if we want to run through it all, but just the normal.
Yeah, that was probably a similarly equal time. So if you guys want to be returning with Avarice Kane's unconscious body, as like the guards are kind of rounding the corners and like they're, they're knocking at this sand wall on the west side that eventually like they deteriorates, whether from their beating or the spell effect running out of time. And so they like start to there's a probably like starts with like 2 or 3, and then eventually there's like 10 guards, 10 green stags, kind of like coming in and surrounding you guys. Right when you're like, is it like Sonus? Sonus, are you just like carrying Avarice Kane over your shoulder or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Solus is like gingerly walking behind him, like tearing like a part of the bottom of his robe.
Okay.
And is like making like a gag, basically.
Yeah. All right. Solid.
Not a gag, but
yeah,
something to prevent it from talking.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he's not a mouth breather. That'll suck.
Yeah.
I don't know if Solus says anything to Brass.
Yeah, I think he tries to.
The thing is, like, this feels sort of embarrassing for him.
Say wisest move is probably not to at the moment.
Okay, so what he does say is, I just want to end it on like a neutral note. Like, I don't want him to like be coming after me, right? So
yeah.
And I also don't want to be bitter, but like I feel like I have due cause for him to be under arrest.
Do you feel like that, or do you just want to have due cause?
I was gonna say, I'm not
What
sure
do you mean?
why. Yeah, I'm not sure why we would be able to say that he's under arrest.
There's 2 witnesses that were like, these 2 were in a bar together talking and having a conversation.
Okay.
Which, yeah, I mean, I guess, but that's not exactly illegal.
But there is suspicion. Anyways, I just leave him alone. I don't even care anymore. I'm just like,
Okay.
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go home, take a nippy nap. I guess this is Ludwig's job now, right?
I guess in a way.
Yeah.
I suppose, since if you're like, now you're in a weird position, or I don't know how weird it is, but you're like Imperial Advisor, also Council Ambassador. Ludwig's probably not unhappy with that, but like, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, so I guess what happens is Solus like looks at Ludwig and is like, "You have this." He doesn't laugh, obviously. That's me laughing.
Oh yeah, sure. All right, take him to the prison, fellas. Let's get him going, Brass. Let's
I
let's
thought
get you up
it
on
was
your feet.
about Brass.
Oh,
Because
Brass.
Solus has Avarice under control.
Oh yeah, if you were
Yeah.
like, yeah, do whatever, he would even think to do anything with brass.
Okay, that's fine. I guess we just leave one. I don't even know. I'm trying to be nice to Brass because it feels like he really thought he had something here, and man, do dice suck.
Ah. This got so weird. It's okay. I'm
I
fine with
don't
it.
think you understand. I had like a plan to like unite the Elf Illuminati
Yeah.
against, like, just in case there was like a huge war that I had to fight. Like, I don't think you guys understand. I was like playing 10D chess with this game with things that hadn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the staff, I have the dice. Or not the dice, I have the book. I have his spell book. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it, I think.
Honestly, yeah, I think we're doing pretty good in terms of
I am so sorry.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Aberys Kane is getting hauled off to jail. Brass is presumably free to go for now. Like, are you guys? Does anyone want to engage with Brass before you all leave? Because he's just gonna.
It's my
Okay.
advisor.
Ludwig's gonna just peel him up and send him on his way.
Okay.
Like, basically, kind of do like exactly the no hard feelings kind of talk of like, it's okay. Because that's kind of where Ludwig is. It's like, you don't have to do everything, Brass. Like, it's okay.
I think. So is it only Ludwig still there when Brass leaves? Like Solus, Sonus, you take off with Aberys and the guards.
Yeah, well, like, I'm going with the guards,
Yeah.
regardless. I don't know what Sonus is doing.
Yeah, I'd go too.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Ludwig, I guess, as the only one who has ever left any kind of positive impression on Brass, I think, and on all the interactions. I think once everyone's gone, he and you're like kind of finishing patching him up. I don't really think he says thank you or anything, but he does like turn to you maybe as you're patching him up, and he says, Aberys Kane wanted to find a way to bring back the old gods, and thought I was the key.
Oh, something to do with your father, perhaps?
He nods.
Well, I'm glad he didn't. I guess is that what you want?
Shakes his head. Takes a minute. A second. There's like a minute of hesitation. He says, shakes his head and says no.
I'm glad you say that. I don't think those gods were very good for anyone. I think maybe it's time to kind of set a new path, you know? And it's okay not to be like a child of destiny or something. You know, the gods, they always have plans for people, but it's okay for us to have different plans.
Yeah. When you say it's okay not to be like a child of destiny, there's there's a flash of like anger in his eyes, and then he closes them, and when he opens them, he's like calm again. Kind of like looks at his hand, and sighs. Seems to be like kind of thinking over what you're saying. Can you make another diplomacy check? This is not really the same realm. That's what you guys were talking about before. So
Don't know why I have so much trouble finding the skills tab but every time.
ooh,
Ooh, diggity dog.
All right. So like. This is the diplomacy check. This is the gameplay that like takes what was in Microscope and like tears a branch off and points it in a different direction than like what we talked about.
Ooh.
So I think that's really cool. I don't know. Yeah. He There's a sigh that seems like resignation, but also maybe a little bit like release, like kind of acceptance a little bit, and maybe like just a weight lifting off, like kind of combined into one. And he stands up and he goes to get his axe, kind of wincing as he leans down. And
I guess do you want help with that? Do you need anything carried? I kind of have the afternoon off. I don't I don't think they need me for anything with him.
I think he looks at you and he's like, maybe kind of looks down the alley. He's like, no, I might have the afternoon off too.
That sounds good. Yeah, you should definitely keep pressure on that and definitely try to keep it above your heart if you can. You're pretty sturdy, so I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
He nods and
Just, I don't think I ever got the chance to say thank you. A long time ago, there were about to be riots in Eden, and you nipped it in the bud. And I just want to say thank you.
yeah.
Anyways, yep. I better catch up soon.
He looks surprised when you say that, and then like, it sounds like you try to take that as an opportunity to leave in the awkward Ludwig way,
Yeah.
and he just kind of watches you go, like shifts the axe, and walks the other direction, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Ludwig?
Ludwig will just catch up.
Ludwig and Brass, the next superhero. I
Um,
ship it. I ship this, and I don't ship many things, but I ship this
yeah, it's not bad.
because I tell you what, Solace does not like Brass,
Yeah, I mean that's.
and now he feels vindicated about it.
We can talk once. I guess like after we're done, we can talk about where Brass
it'd be
might have maybe
interesting.
been gonna
Yeah,
go.
I'm interested in that.
Because this is like, you know,
My God.
there's a certain trajectory for him, and you guys have rebounded it back the other direction every time. So, yeah.
What do you mean rebounded it
Stop
back?
being self-destructive, Brass.
Anyway, so we're yeah. So, I guess we'll jump back to Solus, Sonus, Aberus, guard retinue. Are you taking him to your? Are you taking him to the Riverkeep dungeon? Are you taking him to the Green Stags, like prison?
No, I'm
I
taking.
know
him
I know a
pretty-
very particular family of spellcasters.
Yeah.
Also, this is kind of what we do, so
True.
anyways. I don't really feel like actually having like an interview with Aberys Kane.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's fine. Sure. I'm just curious, like what you know.
No, like I'm sure that there's like a silenced chamber that is just like permanently silenced.
Oh, yeah. Right. Probably somewhere. Yeah. You could certainly have one set up somewhere if you want. Just let me know, like, either where it is or where you want it.
It's
And-
definitely like it's definitely in like the Gala ground. It's like definitely in the Gala ground somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So I think the guards are like confused when you're like, "All right, let's go to the Gala grounds." But they know who you are, and they're like, "Okay, sure, that makes sense." And they will escort you there. And I think we see maybe just.
But like when we get to like the gate, I probably just dismiss them and I tell Sonus to hurry.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Because like I think that the way that like I've sort of described Solus's family is that like everybody knows that they are not necessarily good, like not necessarily good people,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody really knows like what exactly is happening. So
Right. From my original impression, they have definitely become more more
Well, yeah,
gangster
like-
than I originally thought.
yeah, like the thing is like every good gang has like a good front, right? So
Yeah. Also, just briefly, can I say, I think I thought about texting Gino and being like, "Hey, fighting the Sand Mage today, fighting Aberys."
No, I'm really glad you
He
didn't. Actually,
would have been
like-
so mad at how this went.
Yes.
Anyway, so
no,
Caligrounds,
like he would have been so mad.
so mad.
I can, like, I also think he might have laughed too, because like it would be the cruelest irony in the world.
Yeah, I think he would have been entertained, but also pissed off. Yeah. Anyway, so you arrive at the Gala grounds. You head to wherever this chamber is. Do you have an idea of what it looks like, where it might be?
No,
Okay.
but I think that's part of the mystery.
Sure. We don't have to. Like the audience doesn't have to.
Yeah, like I don't have like a concept for it because like at first I thought that like I would be able to have like a house that moved,
Mhm.
like a moving tent essentially. And like I just like haven't really been bringing up the stuff, so like either way, whether the chamber has a physical actual location or not is not
Right.
necessarily my
I mean, pocket dimensions are totally a thing. So
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure it's some kind of like pocket dimension.
yeah. Sure. So like we just, off screen, like we see basically like probably we see Solus like kind of nod, like you send for someone, right? Some
You know what
like,
it is? It's like it's any of the door to like the main Solace members' houses, but
Yeah.
they just do the sigil in a different way. And then
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
and
go
it
into the tent, it's a different it's like a different pocket dimension.
That's really cool. Yeah. So
Sorry,
like
I had to remember. I was like, how I lock my door like this. So what if I
Mhm.
just? Okay, yeah. I really like that actually.
yeah. So some like similar looking rune, but slightly different. Door opens and like it's kind of a very different looking place. We don't have to see it as an audience, but like yeah, Aberys Kane gets like thrown inside and yeah, is trapped in pocket dimension for now. In elf mobster basement.
It is a monster basement.
Yeah. and then like where to from there, I guess. If that's just kind of, I assume we're just setting Aberrus aside for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is like I thought I was gonna have to give up the throne. Like as a player, I was ready. As a player, I was ready to admonish that.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you like I truly felt so bad because I was like I can't help Nathan like do anything because I've done this thing and like I really felt like I didn't have another option.
Yeah.
But then I'm telling you, I DM'd you that I prayed.
Oh, no.
I DM'd to you that I prayed to the fates and I said I hope I made this exciting enough for you.
I say no. It was fine. Like it's.
Well, like the thing
Yeah,
is,
don't worry
like
about
it was fine. Like it was fine after, but I felt like I literally felt so bad, Nathan. I don't think you understand. Because you were really mad, and I could tell that you were mad, and I could tell that Connor was mad. And I know you guys don't want to say like, well, like I was mad, but like
No,
we had worked. Like I don't think you realized like we had worked for so long, and then I threw it away, and then. God, I'm so sweaty.
Well, like
I'll be honest,
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
don't think I feel like we weren't, at least what I got is I think we may have like Nathan may have been frustrated.
Yeah, and
I don't
again,
think-
like I said, that a lot of that was I had not slept for garbage, and I needed some time to just be like, all right, it's a story, it's chill, and now it's chill. I needed a moment. I needed to chill.
Yeah, I
know,
don't.
but I don't think you understand the relief I feel because now I get to do all this stuff.
Well, that I totally get.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't. We definitely, at least like how I felt is we definitely were not mad. I didn't care really. Like honestly, all of my comments were, oh well, I thought this is what you guys wanted to do, and I was kind of fine with sticking with that. Like, and that may have presented cool things for Sonus. I really don't care. Like,
I didn't know how to hint at this when we were talking about it before, or even today, but I've known for a long time that if these two like just fought, that Brass was just gonna fucking die. So like,
Jeez.
when Solus was like, I'm just gonna let's let Fate, aka Brass, handle it. I was like, huh.
No.
My
new buddy. We would have killed my new buddy.
like, which probably would have been fine, but I was like, let's.
Yeah.
I know that the place where they're meeting is close. Let's be a little bit convenient about it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that. Like that was one of those like, oh, I kind of wanted to see a little bit more of that, but
I don't think like that whole entire situation where I was just like, please stop. Like, please stop this. You're both adults. Like, we don't have to do this anymore.
I'm happy with
yeah.
how things turned out. I'm
Same.
very confused
Okay.
in the sense of I don't know, I guess maybe this entire time I literally have not thought of Aberrus as being like really that much of a threat.
Uh-huh. Let's
Like-
revisit the whole
Except-
legendary hero that traveled with Adam thing.
No, I've entirely taken that into account, but like honestly I've definitely just been thinking how Sonus has of like here's this guy who's killed a few people.
Uh-huh.
I've killed a few people.
Mhm.
Like, here are some other like we killed a god. We've killed two gods, and like
True.
not even cockily like thinking about that. More just like this guy. Yeah, he.
Right, like you're just like thinking about it logistically. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's pretty
we
much like
killed a guy. Like, we killed a god. I killed, like, you know, I totally understand what you're saying.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just like, does Sonus think that he could take Aberrus like one-on-one in a fight? I don't think so. It's more just like, I have not, and this entire time I've not seen Avarice as much of a threat as all of you guys have. And honestly, I think a lot of that could be just from missing details.
Yeah.
But I think it really plays well with Sonus of,
Yeah,
yep, like, he's,
Yeah.
I
like,
like that a lot, really. Just like, oh yeah, I could have taken him.
yeah, like, but this entire time, Sonus entirely thought that Brass would, like, end this guy one go, easy peasy.
Uh-huh.
And for it to actually be flipped, like, it's just like, so you're saying Brass isn't actually that strong? Well, no. How Sonus, like, how I'm viewing it and how I'm understanding it is, okay, so you at one point said Sonus could, quotations, take Brass.
I was trying to look. Sword fights are messy, and people get lucky. People roll crits.
No. What I was gonna say, like, I was saying that you were saying that Sonus, quote unquote, could.
Right.
But you weren't saying that, like, it would be probable. And then you're saying that Avarice would have just destroyed Brass, and I'm like, So you're saying Sonus would have had no chance?
Oh, against Avarice? Yeah, probably not. Again, oh god, it's so weird he didn't cast a single spell. I'm gonna go back to the alley. I'm gonna click on Avarice.
How much you Rex?
It's because
I'm just gonna-
Sonus Jason Momoa him.
Like,
Is it Momoa?
I feel like that's correct. Like, you're saying it, I think, correctly.
I feel
is
like
that?
there might be an no, it's Jason Momoa. It's not Mimosa like my brain is.
alright. Let's see. I'm just trying to find hydraulic push so I can, let's see, heightened +1 hydraulic push. Regular hydraulic push at spell level 1 is 3d6. Every +1. Every +1 level is 2d6. So let's see.
Wait, so you're saying every single level he gains a 2d6 on his hydraulic
Every
push?
spell level, yeah. This guy had a 5th level of that, so let's just...
Still weak.
Excuse me?
So, just to go ahead and...
No,
Oh,
I think we
that
did
was
the
rolled
math
blind.
last time, and
Uh-huh.
you got rocked by one.
44 damage is what he rolled on my test that I accidentally did blind. So,
That's weak. That wouldn't even take me out.
and if he crits, which, again, let's see, his, like, attack bonus is what? He's level 9, so, like, 9 plus... 9 plus his int is 14, plus his, like, bonus would have been 16 or 18. So if he does crit, you know, that's 88 damage is what that would have done.
Still weak.
Like, if he could one-shot you, is what I'm saying.
I mean, could, sure.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
necessarily likely.
It's like when.
Oh my
Sonus-
god. He
It's
had-
like with Sonus facing Brass. Sonus could take down Brass.
He had,
just
like,
as
elemental
Avarice
body. He was gonna...
Could one-shot Sonus.
Avarice was gonna, like, turn into a
Okay.
sandstorm and shit.
BRB.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And instead,
He
Instead-
got Jason Momoa.
Solus gave him, like, spell pot, and he was too chilled out to turn into a sandstorm.
Hey man, come on, man.
I was...
I think
It's
you're
fine.
gonna need more time to process this than we are.
Probably. That's the other thing. I should probably wait for Moto to get back. But, like, kind of. That's all I had. For, like,
Fair.
in Eden stuff. And it came to more of a sudden head than I thought. Because, like, even if you killed this guy, Brass was going to go off and be salty somewhere else. Like, she was going to be like, all right, I can't, like, my shortcuts are done. I don't know. We'll talk about it in a sec, I guess. Is there anything else that we want to go over today? Does anyone have any other scenes, any other things they want to take care of? Because we have another like 40 minutes, and I don't know what I have. I guess like Moto wanted to check out doors in the River Keep, but
Yeah, and I guess we could.
I have.
Yeah, if we do that, do we want to then kind of decide? Are we thinking about getting the new characters around for next time, or
maybe we might need to like I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's probably time to talk about it because this is sudden. I don't know.
Yeah,
I definitely wanted to see where this was gonna go, and I didn't think it was necessarily gonna go this way.
pretty buck wild.
As a side note, if we wanted to, because I'm still working on the whole tech noir game.
Yeah.
I like honestly a theme to every single thing I'm doing and issues I'm finding and things that I do is I need to actually write notes down for everything.
Okay.
Because like I'll be driving thinking of a cool idea and I'll be like, yeah, that's so cool. Like
Yeah.
that'll make the campaign so much fun. Now
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
But I was gonna say like I could try and stretch it out to be like not just a one shot, and we could take some time and like have it be like maybe 3 sessions or something, or like 2 sessions if we want to try and figure out like what we want to do for this and do that at some point. I don't know. Well, that is just an idea.
I mean, I'm down for whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Motor, are you back?
Yeah, sorry. I'm so sweaty
Okay.
and I'm so relieved now. And I feel so much euphoria.
Good.
That was a clutch spell too. Holy cow!
God damn. Fucking one. Anyway.
Oh my god, he rolled a 1? Oh my god. So he crit failed anyways, right? Because
Yeah.
I think he only had he crit failed anyways because even with a 1 plus a
13.
11, it's still a crit fail.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
Okay, he had plus 13. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. God damn, that boy has a lot of stats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess
Had a lot.
at 19 at 9 he gets the next stat level though, I think. But whatever. I'm not even thinking about it. I don't even care. So what are we talking about? Sorry, I heard Connor talking about like his game.
Oh yeah, I was just saying like I've had thoughts of trying to stretch it out to be more than a one shot, maybe like a 2 or 3.
I think you'll find that we're really thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that's
a good way to put it. Yeah.
And also I'm bummed that I didn't write it down because for a while when I was trying to come up with the campaign idea and I was like trying to figure out. Oh wait, I think it just came back to me.
Write it down.
I need to.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, so I initially had like one thought and I was like, yeah, except they kind of like if I go with that, they already know like a general idea as to who is the antagonist of it. Whereas this other idea, it's much more figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I want.
Soulless. So like part of this
Sorry,
was
I don't
like
mean to take away from.
announcing that you're the emperor, right? If I understood right.
Well, the thing is like we were shortening it anyways.
Right.
I also don't have a speech, so don't expect me to make a speech. I can
Oh,
roll
that's
a
fine.
performance roll.
Yeah,
if you
that's
would like.
also fine. I just want to like there's going to be like an announcement basically like runners going out being like this is the new emperor. This is what's happening. And then like with that announcement is going to be like a I don't know, like a coronation date, like an actual official celebration, but you're going to be like emperor before that, right?
Right.
So like I think, you know, you guys go to the Gala grounds, you come back. I don't know, Ludwig, are you like you just head back to the River Keep when you're done with?
Also, I have to tell, I haven't thought of like who is sort of like the head of like the bottom part of the like Abishan family.
Okay.
Sorry, I haven't like talked to you about like sort of the like the nature of the way the family is built. So basically there's two parts
living in the dimensional prison.
There's two parts.
Uh-huh.
And one is like Solace's dad, who like runs sort of like the above ground aspect of like what the Abishan house does, right?
Yeah.
And then there's sort of like this underground component, which I don't really have thought out that well. But I'd probably report to that person that like I threw somebody into like the pocket dimension.
Right.
But yeah, okay, sorry, continue. I just like throwing somebody into a pocket dimension that is like a prison seems kind of whack.
That's cool.
Without, I mean, it is whack. I understand what it
Well,
is, but
Did Ludwig
sorry,
go
go
with us?
No.
Yeah, let's go with no, because I don't think we really interacted at all. Why don't we say, in fact, that Ludwig went to go find Eve and let her
sure.
go?
Yeah.
Because that way everybody's on board, and she was at least partially concerned about it.
Yeah,
Did we just
that makes sense.
retcon that Eve wasn't actually there?
I think
Because I know we were talking about like.
no, I
she
think Eve
could be
was there, and I think probably ended up following Ludwig to wherever Ludwig was trying to meet her. And
I
like,
like that a
yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Did Sonus see this pocket dimension?
I don't think you might have not known what it was. It's like this door opened, you saw like a building, like the inside of a structure, and then like I don't know how it looks inside. And someone might have taken.
It's not just like a door that opens to like nothingness.
Yeah, it like opens to another building, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So
Are you phantom zoning this guy?
I'll be honest, my mind went to Howl's Moving Castle, but
It's a TARDIS.
yeah, that works.
Yeah, it's bigger on the inside.
Yeah.
It's a PT Cruiser.
Oh my god.
Um.
Are you saying
So-
the TARDIS is just a PT Cruiser?
Yes.
I think like whatever conversation like you and Eve are having, Ludwig, one of the town criers like kind of comes by and you hear that announcement of like, you know, new emperor to be crowned, Solus Abishan of House Abishan, and you know all that, and like they give a date of when the coronation is, probably like I don't know, a couple of days or something. Do you want it to still be on like that third day
Yeah,
or whatever?
It's still on the second. It's still on the second day.
Second day. Okay, yeah. So like 2 days. Like that's announced. And basically, I guess that's it. They give like a location, probably like at the River Keep. All citizens of Eden are welcome to attend or what have you. And like Solus, as you are walking back, as you and Sonus are walking back to the River Keep, you hear the same announcement, and like you draw lots of eyes. You will always do, but they're very, you know, very shocked and everything. Yeah. So that happens. And if there's not much else that you guys would like to immediately do, maybe we jump to like Eve meeting you, Solus, at the River Keep. Is that all right?
Yeah, I don't have anything to do immediately.
Okay.
Honestly, my brain is still only operating on 1.5 brain cells.
Okay.
I've not yet fully activated the second brain cell due to shock.
All right. Well, and I think like we jump to that. Like, Eve arrives, gets led up to like the Riverkeep like main entrance by some guards, and then you like meet her, and then you head to Adam's like quarters, or like maybe you don't start there. Maybe you start at one of the doors. And like you go to gesture, like you get close to it to be like, here you go, Eve. Here's one of the doors, and like. Some like symbols kind of flash over the door as you get close, and then you hear like it unclick on its own.
That's new.
Oh, neat.
Did you bring me all the way here just to show me that trick? Like, you could open it the whole time.
I would never. I almost always use the servant's entrance.
That does sound like you.
Yes. So I guess we just continue walking.
Yeah. Maybe this is like, shit. Okay, yeah, so like, so there's one door down, right? It's just, I don't know, probably not that important. Maybe you go up to like the study in the tower next or whatever. Like, just, I guess pick one.
Like if Eve
like,
is with me, I'm not like about wasting Eve's time walking to every door. I'm just like, I need you to look at this one door.
Okay, yeah. So you go there. Again, the same symbols like flash over it. You can like do a perception check, I guess, like especially if you're looking for it the second time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Arcana.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that works. And if you like have read magic or something, you can just like.
I do not have the ability to read magic.
Okay. And then hit me with that Arcana.
At least I don't think so. Oh shit. Whoops. You can just roll a d20 plus 11.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know if I have enough time to like add
That's +1. My bad.
ancestral.
Oh.
Ancestral longevity.
Okay. So it was a 16.
If I have enough time to do that, it would be +2.
Okay.
You can adjudicate that, or not.
I don't think like what you're reading is not terribly hard to read. So like you catch it, and it just says like, it says like all doors are open to the Emperor, basically.
Oh. Notes.
And yeah, this one unclicks as well, and you are allowed to go into this study.
Well, Eve, if, I would hate for you to have come all this way just to see me open a door that I couldn't open before. So I guess I will invite you in, considering this was Adam's old study.
She doesn't have anything snarky to say, for once. She's kind of quiet and like almost doesn't even respond. She just kind of looks at the door.
Wow, it's like she's a whole new person.
I feel like this is representative of the way she acted.
I actually think that she, yeah, I think this is very accurate roleplay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Your cosplay is incredible.
Thank you.
Dungeon Master.
So yeah, if you open this door, the inside is kind of strange. There's like a circular room in this tower. You see like there's a window that's looking out over the city. A couple around the room actually, and around the room there's like bookshelves, but no books. There are no books on it. In the center of the room there is a table, more of like it's like a pedestal with like a table that's been built around it, and on the pedestal there's like an indent that looks kind of familiar. It looks nearly the same as the ones that Eve has like pushed the like pommel of the dagger, the Jade Fang, into a couple of times to like absorb energy from from various floating city ruins around the place.
Ludwig is with me, is with us as well, right?
Can be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that if Eve
If
is
you-
with me, Ludwig and Sonus are also with me.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah. So you guys saw the doors popping open, and
Yeah,
you guys are
crazy.
crowding crowding into this small circular room. Yeah.
I don't want her to stab it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it does.
Say that's a new one, isn't it?
I guess I'm gonna read the runes though. What kind of check is this?
I guess it's
Do we normally
probably
use Arcana or?
I think it's Arcana, yeah. But it's gonna be real hard. Oh. You get
I'm
a
also
bonus
gonna
to
add
that?
plus 2.
Great. DC was 30. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's from what you've understood before, and I think someone did someone do some kind of knowledge check in Explicator's Lair to I don't remember, to get like bonus knowledge for future checks about like floating city stuff.
I think that was Eve.
Okay. Well, anyway, so like talking with Eve, you know, seeing this indent, this kind of diamond-shaped insert, yeah, you know that these things, these sockets, like respond with certain artifacts to kind of like resonate with them. In the case of like Eve's dagger, that results in like absorbing some power and giving it some like spell-like abilities, kind of like absorbing some of the elements and unleashing them. This seems like more of a those pillars were like fonts of power, basically. These seem like more of a device, and so there's like nothing to absorb, but they still interact with something like that. This one seems to be multi-purpose. Some kind of like dimensional magic of sorts.
Love dimensional magic.
Specifically like dimensional folding. But yeah, from what you understand, like Eve's artifact is purely a take thing, and is not like calibrated properly to interact with this.
Right. This is something else.
Yeah. And in fact, the indent is somewhat smaller. Anyway, so like physically, the dagger doesn't seem like it would fit properly.
Okay, notes.
So out of character,
Mhm.
does it look like it would fit the amulet?
Amulet was kind of a completely different thing.
Okay,
Um,
gotcha. So this still looks like maybe some kind of weapon, just not.
Yeah, something
That
a little similar, yeah.
Okay.
Like basically the amulets are keys to doors. Whereas like the Jade Fang and whatever goes in this socket, they're like shit. And you know, they're more like car keys, right? Different types of keys.
Yep.
It's not where I was
Wait a
going with
minute.
that, but then I realized.
I'm uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable?
Well, I just like. I don't know if I necessarily like what I'm hearing.
Yeah?
It frightens me a little bit. Also, kind of sick. You know? Oh, shit. Fuck me. I keep holding Alt and rolling my scroll wheel and.
Oh, yeah. All the
Um,
hotkeys to Foundry have tossed me right around, have thrown me off.
Well, I don't know what goes in the hole, so we'll have to investigate this later, I suppose.
Okay.
3.
mostly the only other thing to check out is like in Adam's quarters, there was like the chest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can maybe swap to that. The party kind of like piling in there, right? And kind of the same thing happens. There's like a flash of characters on the chest as you like approach, and it just kind of clicks open, and you're able to lift it. And to get, there's like several things in there, but most of them are personal effects. The one of note, extremely relevant, is like a very kind of symmetrically shaped crystal, kind of like kind of like a prism, triangle. How do you say it? It's like a square pyramid prism, if that makes sense.
Like a D8.
Yeah, but like elongated a little more, you know,
Okay.
on the endpoints.
So still a pyramid?
Yes, but a pyramid on both sides, you know, double-sided pyramid. You know what I'm saying? Back to back.
Oh, you mean butt to butt?
Yeah. Precisely. Glad we're on the same brain there. Anyway, so yeah, this crystal, this very, it's like kind of amber colored, and yeah, it
I
looks.
think they're literally called square pyramids.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, but there's that.
So
It
a
like
pyramid
it looks very.
multiplied by its own dimensions.
It looks like a smaller, like, version of like kind of what's going on with the Jade Fang. It's got kind of these like little runes on it, or like kind of these, yeah. And it sure looks like it might fit in that pedestal. And
Oh, you know I want to try it.
I also want to try it, but I also don't want to try it.
yeah. Uh-huh.
If you're too scared, I'll give it a risk for science.
No. We'll do this at some point, but not tonight. I'm
All right.
quite exhausted.
All right.
It actually works in character too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well,
anything that is in the chest that is like a sentimental personal effect that I don't think is necessarily super important to the world,
yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
give to Eve.
Okay.
I'm sure there's like a shirt or something.
Right.
Love letters.
Oh. Well, they might not be to Eve.
You
You know?
Yeah,
there
no,
could
I
be
know.
there could be some multi-100-year-old love letters in there.
Saucy.
Anyway. So is that maybe a good spot to call it for the night?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay.
This should be good.
All right. Do you guys want to talk about where Brass might have maybe been going now, or some other time?
I'm okay with talking about it. I just don't want to like play the game anymore. Well, I want to play the game more, but I also am like
Exhausted. Like,
right,
actually.
Like, I don't think you understand.
I'm sorry.
My shoulder hurts. I'm
Aw. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Also, it's like I am nerd sweaty, and I never get nerd sweaty. And I'm so sorry that you guys have to be held to this while I describe it, but like. Can you fucking believe it, Nathan?
I mean, that was a hell of a roll. That was lucky stuff. I like it. I like how the game can shift. I wasn't feeling it last week because of my exhaustion, but oof, I'm back in.
So weird. So weird. That's okay though.
It's real, bitches.
Yeah. Well, all right. So yeah. Brass's whole thing, like in Microscope, you may remember. I should hit my
I don't remember. I don't know any of the
I've
brass
blocked
stuff.
it out. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Well, good job blocking it out. He was supposed to like kind of like unite the other cities in like trying to return to the ways of the old gods, basically. Like that is he was kind of gonna lead like a cult of resurgence, basically, and that was a possible thing that could have happened, you know. Becoming emperor would have helped with that a lot because he would have gotten the demigod powers of being the emperor and also being Adam's son. And so like he was amping up to try to take the throne in the first place, and then the curveball got thrown of like, all right, go get Salamander's head and you can become emperor. He was like, all right, well I can do that. That's easy. Heads out to try to do that. You guys get that first, right? He comes and he tries to like duel you later to be like, all right, if I can't take Salamander's head, maybe I'll take yours. That would have done it, right? I assumed you were just gonna reject him, and then he was just gonna like fuck off to Lunderkirk, and like.
The thing is like, I don't know if Solace was like. The thing is like Solace is petty.
Yeah.
But like, at first I don't know if he was like really. I don't think he wanted it because I didn't really want it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a neat thing to do. Like as a player, but that's not something like Solace would have wanted, and he only took it because he felt like he had to. You know, like there were no other options for the group to get everything that they wanted. Is kind of how I felt. And I think it is exactly how poor Lothariel felt. So, like, taking it was really more about, like, what can I... Like, no one else can take this, and, like, nobody else wants to. So, he kind of had to, in his head, even though that's not the truth of the situation.
Yeah.
But, like, then it was like, they're meeting up together. I was like, oh my god, these guys are both criminals.
I'm glad it turned out they were not.
Well, I mean,
Otherwise, I was sitting there
he
like,
was-
oh, you know what?
no,
he was
like
right,
the thing
he was
is,
right.
like based off of that, he, Brass was a criminal. Like they were working together. And I know that doesn't necessarily make him bad, but like, unironically, I was right. They were working together. I don't know if. No,
Yeah,
I
we
don't
knew
know
at
if-
one point they were buddies, at the least.
Well, yeah, but like just because you're friends with someone doesn't mean you do business with them.
Well, just
you know what I
talking
mean?
with them, is not a... It's not technically a crime, to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. Okay.
Yeah, but like they
Don't love
wouldn't.
it.
They would never. The thing is like, they would never just if like that was his goal. He would never like go to a bar and just talk to him in a bar. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for Aberrus Kane to like. Sorry, I don't know why I always have to say his whole name.
I get
It's a
it.
good whole
I do
name.
too. Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for
not to-
Aberrus to have to go. You know what I mean?
No, it could be like just like a kindness thing to an old friend, right? Like, I'm gonna kill you. Cool. Don't
I think
love
this
it,
is like
but-
the difference between me. Like, the thing is like I just
Well, like Aberrus is obviously not really afraid of Brass.
Right. I guess that makes sense. Like, there's no reason for him to feel like he couldn't kill him.
Right. And like in his, in his mind, like this tool that I was trying to use to get me what I want wants to talk to me now. Maybe he's realized that he can't, I know there's this new emperor. Maybe he knows that he can't like get what he wants on his own anymore. Probably thought Brass was gonna ask for help, not a head.
Hey,
Well, I
sometimes
mean-
you just gotta get ahead in life.
He did ask for help.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Kind
He
of.
did ask.
Yeah.
Hey, be a chum. Give me your head.
So
You've had it long enough.
I don't know. Either way, it does feel good that I was like, they are working together.
Yeah.
And like, even if it doesn't necessarily, even if like what happened isn't them necessarily working together, it feels good to be like somewhat vindicated.
Uh-huh.
Not to be petty about it, but
That's
also
fair.
max petty.
Yeah, no, I was like, I sat there, I'm like, oh, son of a gun, he was right. Like, Brass he's at the very least involved in more than Ludwig would have been thinking, right?
Yeah.
Like, yep, see?
Yeah. Now, like, I don't know. So, like, without Brass going away doing something else, Avarice, like, just detained. I don't know what next, really. Like, that was kind of...
Also, Avarice likes someone in our group, so now he's a good guy.
What? You mean Brass?
Brass does?
I did say Brass.
Yeah.
You said Avarice.
You
No, I meant Brass.
Okay.
Who does
Abras.
Who does he like in our group?
Ludwig,
Ludwig.
kind of.
Likes Ludwig. They're
Yeah,
both-
We've
Ludwig
been
left an
past
impression, said something that made sense to him.
Holy shit.
Brass is like, I don't know. Like, all of his attempts to step into Emperor Godhood have not gone particularly swimmingly. And then Ludwig rolled well on a diplomacy check, so.
Thank God.
Also,
I just want
All of-
everyone to get along.
all of Solus's, like, I'm trying to kind of get out of this, have turned around on him.
He can still just appoint Brass to be. He's just, all right, I got the crown.
No, it's not about that anymore, though, to Solus, though,
Yeah.
right? Like, because he was like, I'm gonna let fate handle it, and then he was like, fate's calling me to this, like, this moment in time, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's close enough for me to go, so I may as well just go.
Do you guys
Because
want
I
me
was
to?
very, very convinced about not going.
Yeah.
I was so convinced, and then I like thought about it for 2.5 seconds, and I was like, "No, I'm gonna go." Because it's a 50-50 chance that it's like just some ass being an ass, and not anything plot relevant.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It could just be like, "Oh, there's a giant in Eden. Like, we have to kill it. Oh, okay, that's sick." But like, it was the other side of the coin where it was something plot relevant, and then
Yeah.
fate decided to fuck you. Which is what happened.
Yeah.
My devotion pays off.
Yeah, you're not getting away from this emperorship, apparently.
No,
Apparently.
I think the thing is I think that like after today, like he's sort of realized that like, no, this is supposed to be occurring, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Even though him going to that moment was sort of like his own, like sort of on his own will, right? There was no way for him to know that like the dice would roll the way they did, and anyway, sorry.
No, you're fine.
It just feels really, really weird. I feel like I'm basking in the afterglow, you know?
Yeah. Totally get that.
Yeah. Well, after a successful calm emotions like that, that is a fight killer.
Yeah. It's also weird. All right. But yeah. So other than I don't know.
We still have the rot to deal with. We're not done
True.
yet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, there's like I can keep doing stuff in this world. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
I do want to get out of Eden, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that necessarily means that like I'll be out on Eden with Solus if we're gonna like
Mhm.
end up playing for the next couple of weeks.
I wouldn't, if we're gonna like, it wouldn't be terrible to take like a brief break, I guess. Maybe like I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hey DM,
Yeah.
can we level up?
Yeah. Well, something like that. I haven't given you guys XP in a long time.
Oh,
So like, yeah, I don't know about like I don't know what you guys are at, but I am just gonna give you like 750.
Right, 770.
Okay.
Can we do the thing where we take off 80 points again?
What? Wait. What?
Oh, I just know one time we did it.
we were
Oh, yeah.
like we were like 20 XP off from leveling up
Oh. Yeah.
from like last level, I believe.
I see.
We were like 980 out of 1,000,
Yeah.
and you were like, okay.
Can't believe I folded like that. All right. Do you guys want to know now what the crystal and the pedestal do, or should we save that? Or
I'm good with whatever.
okay.
I don't have a strong feeling one way or the other, so
Okay.
I'll leave it up to the others.
I don't know. Like the thing is like, if I know what it does, then I feel like I have to interact with it in some way.
Okay, we can wait. That's fine. I'm fine with waiting. All right. Well. All right. I think that's like kind of it. Thank you guys for playing.
Yeah. Holy cow.
I definitely, I don't know. I've got some, like, I don't know, got some feels.
Yeah.
That
I
was
agreed.
that was the most unexpected end to this whole entire arc.
Yep.
Yep.
I am gonna say, every climax I've tried to build to has ended this way recently.
I know.
And,
it's
like-
fine though.
Okay,
Build
if it's
to a
fine,
climax.
if it's fine, then it's fine, and I won't worry about it. But I feel
Like
bad
this,
for you
I don't
guys.
think you realize like we don't. I feel like this didn't feel like it was supposed to be a climax. But then like some things started happening and I was like, oh my god, look at her butt. It is so big.
Uh-huh.
And I really like built that climax myself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the excitement for me was like really internalized, and then I was like, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. What the fuck? Like
Okay. So I might like swap to streaming, and like actually play a game.
yeah, sorry. That's also the other thing is I know that you wanted to stream some randomizer, so
Yeah, maybe. I'm like not sure that I'm. Usually I'm not tired after Pathfinder sessions, but like, man, I don't know. That was a lot.
That was a
For some-
doozy.
Yeah, I'm probably doesn't seem like I should be, but my head's spinning a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna drop out of Discord channel and talk to chat a little bit and see where I'm at and what I want to do.
All right, cool. And yeah, and just keep an eye on the text thread
Yeah.
for the next whatever we decide we want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Hot.
I would
Yeah.
love some DM input on
Okay.
that because we're mostly pretty chill about what we want to do. And if you want to take a break from DMing for a little bit, like that's fine. You
Okay.
know?
I was just thinking like, if Connor wants to maybe like run his game soon, that could be a good like,
Yeah.
maybe like swap back and forth or something for a couple of weeks, maybe, or 1 week,
Yeah,
or
we can swap back and forth till the APG comes out.
right. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I definitely need to sit down and think about what I'm doing next here. So, yeah.
Yeah, and if you need, I also have plenty of things. I'm always happy to run, but you always
Okay.
know that. So
Yeah, that might be helpful too. Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys. Yeah, I will catch you guys later or in chat now. I don't know. You don't have to stick around, but if you do, I'll see you there. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Later, dudes.
Bye.
Oh, catch you later.